Hello, and welcome this evening to episode number 92. Welcome to episode 92 here. I'm trying to get everybody here in Instagram land here to go live with me, and we are having problems. Okay, try it again. Instagram land does not want to act nice today. Interesting. Well, we'll try it again. Not a biggie. It's all good. Sometimes you gotta do what you have to do and do what you have to do. But anyway, that's okay. We'll catch Instagram around later because okay. My name is Coach Dawn Allen and I'm the CEO of Stay Sexy Wellness. Welcome tonight to Coach Dawn Allen podcast, sponsored by Stay Sexy Wellness, and I, of course, am your host, Coach Dawn Allen. How are you doing this evening? I chose this subject tonight. No more flu because I had three sick children. Three. Two were major. Um, Two were major, and one wasn't too bad. But it was really sad. It was really sad. Really was. And it was. You're a grandparent. You have sick grandkids in the house, sick kids in the house. And you see them laying there and just lifeless or just not being themselves. It makes you really feel bad. It makes you feel helpless. So I decided to do this podcast tonight about the flu. And it's going around. Adults, we could take it a little bit more, but kids, when they down, it kind of makes you sad. So I decided to do this podcast, tonight, talking about the flu. So I'm gonna give you a little background first, a little background about it, some of what it looks like, the symptoms, how to prevent it, and some things that you can do to make it feel a little bit better. Okay, and then at the end, I'm going to talk about um, our personal experience, my family's personal experience, and some of the things that we have done um, to help my kids, grandkids get through a little bit, the ups and downs, and um, to help maybe to help you to avoid it, or if you have to go through the same things that we did, at least you know what to expect. Okay, but it was like 9 days. It was 9 days of that. So I'm going to give you basically the basic information, and the basic information is going to be for adults. It's a little bit different for children, but I'm going to give you the basic information for adults. And it says the flu, the official name for the flu is called influenza. Okay, it says influenza or the flu commonly causes symptoms such as high fever, dry cough, mucus ache, fatigue. Less common symptoms include sore throat or runny nose. Children may have abdominal pain, yes they did, nausea, yes they did, vomiting, yes they did, and it also had the eyes hurt. Both of them had the eyes hurt. I don't know what that's about. Never heard it before. And then one of them had an ear infection. Okay. It spread from person to person through droplets in the air. So that's pretty much the basic definition of what it is, and that's nothing new. But when it's the season, okay, so the season, flu season is generally between June to September, and the peak season is normally December and March. It says there is often more than one strain of influenza in the community at one time. What are the symptoms? Oh, so the season, like I'm saying, so the season, let me see. Yeah, so it's peak season. Now they recommend you get a flu shot. Okay, I'm not telling you to get a flu shot, but it said once you get the flu shot, it's the strongest or the most peak 3 to 4 months after you get the flu shot. So if you get it in like in April, then it's effective, most effective 3 or 4 months after you get the flu shot. Okay, so it says the flu season is also the time of year when you most likely stay indoors, and because of the close contact between the people, this makes it easier for the virus to pass from people to people. Okay, um, And they recommend, like I said, they recommend you get a flu shot. They said from April on. That's the recommended time. Because I guess once you get the flu shot and then you do 3 or 4 months, it kind of right in the pocket. So what are some of the symptoms? I said before, it's fever and chills, cough, sore throat, sneezy, stuffy nose, tiredness, headache, ache, joints. Like I said, tummy ache, nausea, vomiting. Okay, yes. So there are different types of flu. Okay, you have the influenza A, B, C, and D. So the influenza A and B are usually the cause of normally the seasonal flu, and C is generally cause mild illness and are not enough to cause human epidemics. Now, the swine flu and the bird flu are also types of subtypes of fluenza A, flu A. And the reason why they are because animals can affect us, and they can carry the virus and give it to humans. That's what influenza A is. Part of A is. So that's what like swine flu came from. The pigs gave us the virus, and they had influenza A. So is it contagious? Yes, it's contagious because it spreads from one person to another, like I said before, and that's how it is. Okay. Um, so how it spreads? It spreads from droplets from your nose to your throat, and also by coughing and sneezing. And then as they sneeze or drop, you breathe in the flu, and also by touching the different surfaces. And you bring your hand to your nose or your mouth, and you catch the flu. So it says when should you see a doctor? Well, when you're concerned about the symptoms, you have a high fever. They said over 38 degrees Celsius, which is 100.4. That's when you should see a doctor. And your cough, you have a cough that has not been improving, it's the same cough. And if you are in a high risk group, so the high risk group is if you're younger than 5 years old, you're age 65 or older, you pregnant or have any of the other chronic diseases like heart disease, asthma, kidney disease, and diabetes. Um, so that's when you take the least with doctors. If the symptoms too long, you're adding onto your um, illness. So it says if you are a risk of severe illness if you are homeless, if you're homeless, or you live in one of one of care facilities. They say, or you have a weakened immune system. They say this is you are at risk of a severe illness. So how is it diagnosed? Well, it's diagnosed pretty much through a testing, a flu testing. It might also give you a COVID-19 test when you also do that as well, because the symptoms are very similar. Actually, they're very similar. I have a chart here that tells you what the symptoms are, and they're really similar. The COVID test and the flu test. I mean, the symptoms are very similar. Um, and you can go to the doctor, or you can do a home test. So they have those rapid tests. Like if you remember the COVID test, you have the rapid test. They also have one for the flu. It's over the counter test. They call it a RAT. It's a rapid and antigen self test, and it's similar to the ones they have for COVID ones, similar to those ones. And they can do tests for the flu A, B, C, and also the COVID test, and also for the upper respiratory as well. So you can do it at home if you like to. You don't want to go to the doctors. You can do that. So some of the things I recommend you to do is drink plenty of fluids, plenty. You do not want to get dehydrated as well, and you want to keep warm. Also your throat, now you can't. It's not going to cure it. You have to just go through the motions. Okay. Only thing they can do is help you get relief from the symptoms. So you have to just work it through, let it go its course. There's nothing you can do about it. You can just make yourself help you help the symptoms feel better. So a throat, they say gargle with some throat spray, lozenges. Some people like doing the warm fluids. You may want to do the warm fluid with a little bit of honey. Some people like sucking on ice. Okay. Now, the doctor may tell you or suggest you get an antiviral treatment, but they don't really cure anything. They just maybe reduce the time, the length of your illness. There's really nothing you can do about it. They also say antibiotics are not helpful. Okay, antibiotics are not helpful. So if you get them, if they tell you to get them, they're not gonna really do anything. Unless you have something else going on, they're not gonna help you at all. Should you stay home? Yes, stay home. You don't want to get nobody else to feel sick, and you want to rest. You want to rest, 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 and rest. Drink fluids and rest, and just stay home and just get yourself. So how can it be prevented? They say the flu shot. Like I said, I'm not telling you to get the flu shot. Um, I had a doctor last year. He told me because of my age, you got to get the flu shot. So I listened last year for the first time. I did, and I did not get the flu last year, and I did take the flu shot. This year, I did not take the flu shot, and I did not get the flu. I'm just saying. But they do say if you are healthy, you have a better chance of not getting it, or if you are healthy and you do get it, you might not be as bad, or maybe you would go a little faster. So I'm just praying. I'm good. So yes. Okay. So oh, so to prevent it, pretty much common sense, guys. Wash your hands regularly. Cover when you sneeze. I tell my kids to school to cover all the way up here. Cover, make sure you get it in the elbow crease. Okay. Use a tissue. Throw the tissue away. Don't share cups. We just bought the kids paper cups, paper plates, plastic forks. We didn't even play. We bought plastic everything. It goes, you do, or right in the trash. Boom. We didn't even worry about washing no dishes. We ain't trying to do all of that. And then we had also a mask in the house as well. So, when do you go to the doctors or to the hospital? Okay, when it says when you have breathing problems. I know what I can tell you. Some people, when they get the flu, it goes to a different level. It goes complicated. Okay, you may go from the flu to pneumonia, to the flu to to breathing problems. Um, it can go from the flu to death. So you can't play with it. When you feel anything changing, just go. Because I'm saying it could go from one thing to the other so quick before you even know it. So you're not trying to die over something that's very preventable. Okay, so definitely. So when do you want to go to the doctors if you feel a little bit different beyond what you're doing? So it says high fever over 103. So my grandchild happened to us. He was hanging around 100. My daughter would break the fever and then it go back up again. She would break the fever and go back up again. So after a while, she went to the hospital. The first time she went to the little mini places, and then the second time she went to the hospital because it got to 103. And yeah, so it says high fever over 103, difficulty breathing, no peeing, dizziness, confusion, severe pain, seizures, your lips and your nails change colors, blue, fever, cough gets worse, worse enough the health condition. You're going to get up, go to the doctors in the hospital, not the doctor, go to the hospital and take care of that. So one question people may ask, how do you know if you have flu or COVID? You really don't know. Just go get tested because don't even try to think of it because they're so similar. They're very really really similar in the diagnosis. Because I was looking at it and it's like, dang, it's not that much difference. Really really close to it. So don't even play because you might have the flu, you might have COVID. I have COVID, I have the flu. It's don't even worry about it. Just go and do what you got to do. Um, so 10 tips to fight the flu I have here to get the flu shot. Cover coughing when you cough and sneeze. Self care at home means rest your body parts. Don't play. Avoid sharing. Like I said, don't even. We got plastic everything. We didn't even worry about. Go right to the trash. Know your symptoms. Know what a cold is versus the flu. Check your check the system. Sorry, your symptoms first. Keep surface clean. Man, we spraying everything. Excuse me. We had so much Lysol here. We were spraying this, spraying that. We wasn't playing that, spraying. Um, Throw your disposable tissues in the bin immediately after use. I always have plastic bags anyway. All my trash cans are lined with plastic bags. all of them. So once they get full, I tie them up, throw in a knot. I play every night, going in, tie them up, throw in a knot. I don't care if it's flu or not. Trash. So wash your hands, and don't rely on antibiotics because what they say they don't work anyway. So don't even work on the antibiotics. Okay, so now this is our personal experience. So what we did for my grandkids. So what I did was I read you the adults, right? And when my daughter did, took them to the little acute care, they took them to the hospital the second time. So basically, what I just read to you was exactly what they have for the report. I have the doctor's report right here. Got two of them, right? And girl, she had fever and she had diarrhea. He ended up having vomiting and fever. They both have fever, right? So they all had the symptoms that what they had said. They had runny nose, cough, ear pain, fever, headache, tired, poor appetite, flussy, and both the eyes hurt. Both of their eyes. That was their symptom. But girl had diarrhea, and he had the same symptoms, but he had ear infection and vomiting. So the children's flu is more serious. They have more things, more symptoms than the adults. I didn't even realize that. So how we know my how he was sick, boy was sick because they went to Chuck E. Cheese. An hour after that, he wanted to go home. We're like, what? So we knew he was sick because kids don't never want to leave Chuck E. Cheese. Never. Okay, so we knew he was sick. But he would rest. He was sick, but he would rest. And what my daughter was doing, what they told her to do is give the Motrin every 6 hours for pain or fever, and Tylenol every 4 hours, right? So that's what she was doing constantly to keep that fever down. It was going up and down with the fever. And she was hydrating. So what she was giving them was water, coconut water. We gave them some Gatorade, right? Pedialyte, Pedialyte popsicles. They wouldn't eat chicken soup. They wouldn't eat homemade soup. They wouldn't eat nothing. My girl, she loves bread. She'll eat bread and butter for dinner, bread and butter for breakfast and lunch. She didn't want bread. So she had no appetite. None of them have appetite. So we did give them some sea moss, homemade sea moss. That's all they had for like days. And we felt so bad for them because they didn't want to eat anything. So eventually we started giving them, watermelon. That's all we and watermelon because it was a lot of water. And then we started giving them a little bit of strawberry, a little bit of pineapple, a little bit of getting something to hold on to. So, so one day my daughter, I said, why is she walking funny like that? What's wrong with her feet? Why is she walking strange? She said, oh, mama, she got potatoes in the socks. So I was tired. I didn't catch it. So the second day I said, why is she walking so funny? My daughter said, because you have potatoes in the socks. I'm like, what? Potatoes in the socks. Because when I'm thinking potatoes in the socks, I'm thinking that, you have holes in your socks and your feet stick out and potatoes in your socks. That's what she said. No, mama, look in the garbage can. So I looked in the garbage can and I seen potato skin. I'm like, what the heck? So I said, oh, she really has real potato skin in her socks. Oh, she look at the skin. So I looked at the skin, potato skin, and they were brownie, kind of like steamed up. So I said, oh. So I said, you really did put him in her sock for real, for real. So when she went to bed, she put potato skin in their socks, right? And she said, Mama, I ain't playing. I put them in their chest. I put them under their armpits. And what it was doing, it was drawing out the infection. I'm like, wow. That's when I didn't know. That was one of them old school remedies that one of her friends told her to do. That was a new one to me. I don't know if y'all ever heard that before, but I have not heard that before. And I'm like, wow. Hmm. But it must have worked because she did it every night, and every night there was some kind of substance or coloration on the potato. And day by day, it was getting stronger, and We did get, we did break the fever, and they were, But now my granddaughter, only thing about her is, soon as she gets better, she wants to go play, and then at nighttime she's tired and get a fever because she feel better and she wants to go play, and then she gets fever at night. So we had to make sure she has some sleeping medication so she will sleep and rest up. Once she start doing that, getting rest at night, the fever broke, and then she was much better. And now they're eating. They wanted appetite. They wanted French fries. Not real French fries. They want potatoes and um, smoothies and different things. So like, yes, they're eating now. So now they're good. So BB, he was gone. He was like sick for 9 days, and Chloe was sick for I think 10 because she wouldn't rest. So now one of them went back to school on Monday, and another one's going back to school on tomorrow. So I just wanted to, let you know it's flu season, and just be careful out there. Mask up. Just wash your hands. I'm a teacher. I wash my hands constantly. I'm surprised they're not raw, but anywho, just be careful out there, guys. Be mindful, and if your kids do get it, okay, just get a lot of liquid, a lot of watermelon, and wash that flu. And try the potatoes, girl. Try those potatoes. I'm telling you, they work. I didn't know. Now, y'all know it. I can't get on Instagram right now because somehow Instagram don't like me right now. It's not giving me no love. But I can't see the comments. But I'll look at the comments. But if y'all have you guys have ever heard of the potato skin remedy, drop it in the chat because I have never. I'm glad now. I'm glad that I did. But yes, if y'all heard it before, let me know. If you know if any other of those special remedies, old school remedies that back, let me know. So I'm interested. I think I'm gonna do something about that maybe next week. And this list some remedies that I found out or people had. Let me know. Um, and I'll do maybe an episode about episodes that healing kind of healing things that people may not know. Healing hacks. That'd be kind of cool, especially with this season. You know. So if you found value, please drop a V. Let me know what you found value because I want to keep on coming back and give you a value and that love every week. And if you would like to talk about anything particular, you can always DM me and we can have a one-on-one conversation. And if anything you want me to talk about in the future, please let me know. And tonight I'll do another Black History fact coming at the end of the month, and I'm really, really enjoying doing my Black History facts, and I hope that you would have been enjoying them too because I'm having fun doing them. So all I'm going to say is right now, goodbye for now. I love you, and as I always say, stay well and healthy, but stay sexy and well, and please, please, please stay healthy. Please, please watch out for these people. Please, please stay medicated. Please, please stay hydrated. Please, please keep your vitamins and get your rest and do what you need to do to stay healthy. Now, and see you next week. Or I see you sooner than that. See you tonight. All right. Bye bye for now.